I'm sharing my screen. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay. So we were
I'm
reading.
seeing WhatsApp, your WhatsApp
Yeah, I'm
application.
opening the file explorer. So I hope you can see the VS Code now.
Yep.
Okay. So we were discussing about how to make duplicate of objects because objects were reference type. So if I was changing one object, the other one properties was also getting changed, right?
Yes.
This was the issue that we were facing. So now first method that we did to make the duplicate of our object was object.assign.
Yes.
Okay. Then there is another method called spread operator.
Yep.
Okay. And how to use it? So what you can do, for example,
triple dot with triple dot.
So what I will do, const obj4 equals to triple dot and the duplicate
And
I
that
want
name.
to make, that is object3.
Object3.
So what it will do, it will expand all the properties of object3 inside this object.
Yes.
And object4 will be a new object which will have all the properties of object3.
Yep.
Okay, and it will be pointing to a new location in the memory. So if I change obj4 dot name equals to Samir, and I try to print both object3 as well as object4, then you can see object4 is Samir, but object3 is still Pawan.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the use of this operator, spread operator.
Yep.
Okay.
Spreading operator. Yeah.
Now there is one problem with the spread operator. So for example, inside this object, object3, now we have one more object.
Yep.
That is maybe address. And in address we have Malviya Nagar and flat 1/368.
Yep.
Like this. And now I have an object4 which is a copy of object3, and now if I change object4 dot address dot street equals to something else, maybe street 1, then see what happens. So you can see object3 street is also changed, object4 street is also changed, which is inside the address object. So inside object3 we have address, and we have changed this street of which object? Object4, which was a copy of object3. So what happened? Object 3 street also got changed. This one, and object 4 also got changed.
Mm-hmm.
So it means spread operator doesn't work object inside objects. It only
Got it.
goes at one level.
Yes.
Okay.
Simple ones.
Simple?
Simple objects. Only for
Right,
simple
right, right.
objects.
Right. It only works at only one level.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the
Yes.
problem with this spread operator. Okay. This is called this copy, this type of duplication or copying of object from one to another is called shallow copy.
Yeah. Shallow copy.
Okay, because it is copying at one level. Okay, because we are copying only one level of the object. And if you want to copy the entire object within object, that is called deep copy.
Yeah, deep copy.
In interviews, they will ask you what is deep copy, what is shallow copy, spread operator copies at which level. So you can say it copies at shallow copy level. Deep copy is copying the entire levels within a object or array. Okay, and if you want to do this deep copy, then what you can use, you can use one syntax called JSON.parse
and
JSON.stringify, and you can pass that object.
Yeah, this one is deep.
This
copy.
one is deep copy, right?
Yeah.
So now you can see for the object 3 address street is still Malvinagar, while the object 4 is having the updated street, that is street 1. Because now we are using something called deep copy.
Yep.
Okay, got it right?
Yes, I know that one before, but I didn't know we calling that one deep copy or deep cloning.
Yeah, that is called deep cloning or deep copy.
Yeah, actually, I use in my I use this code in my homework.
Oh, nice. I will see your homework in the last 10 minutes. Okay.
Take your time, no problem.
Now, see, if now interviewer can ask you, can you do it using spread operator? But if you don't know the syntax, then how will you do this using spread operator? So that's why this spread operator is so important. So I will tell you some syntaxes. So for example, you have this new object. Okay. Now, what you want that inside this new object, you want to retain the previous properties and you want to add a new property. So what you can do? Const.
Can you repeat the question? Yes.
What I'm saying is, you have been given this object that is new object. It is having two properties here. Okay. Now, you want that I should make a new object that should be completely new, should have completely new reference, and it should have one extra property, maybe student marks.
Got it.
So in these cases, we will use spread operator. How? Const my object equals to ... new object, comma, the new property that you want to add, that is student marks.
Got it. Yep.
So what this syntax will do, this syntax will make a new object which will have student name as ABC, student address as 1/368, and there is a new property student marks which is equal to 100. Okay, so this syntax is also very, very important. Okay, and we will use it a lot when we will be using Redux.
Okay, sounds good.
Then now suppose you want to change the value of student name. You want to make a new object which should have student name and student address, but the student name value should be something different. So again, you can use spread operator. How? Dot 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 new object, then student name. This time maybe XYZ. So what this syntax will do, it will have two properties in the new object: student name, student address, and student name will be assigned XYZ.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how a spread operator has so many uses. If you have an existing property, you can make a new object of that object and you can change the existing property. If you want to add a new property, you can also do it using the spread operator. Okay, you can change the existing property also, existing property value, and you can add a new property also using this spread operator. You can make a duplicate also, I have told you. Any questions in this?
No, clear to me.
Now, suppose I have to go to same example, object 2 and object 3. Where it is gone? Here. So now instead of object dot assign. So instead of JSON.parse and JSON.stringify, I want to make a new object out of object 4. So what I will do, const object 4 equals to object 3, comma, address object 3 dot address. Let's see if this works.
Wow. Object 3. Something wrong? I don't know what.
3 or
Yep.
Okay, so what we have done, we have made a duplicate of object 3 using dot 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 object 3, and then we have specified this address, and we have made a new object for this address also using again spread operator.
Get it. Wow, so, this is very nice.
So interviewer can ask you that can you do it using spread operator within object of object, then you can use this syntax.
Okay, it's got it.
Okay, so inside,
I took note.
Inside the object, you can make a clone of the nested object using spread operator. So let me try this if this is working. Yeah, this is working. So you can see object 3 is having Malviya Nagar, while object 4 is having street 1. So without JSON.parse and JSON.stringify, we are able to do this.
Yep.
Okay. Got it right?
Yes. Yes.
So this was about spread operator and its uses, and this was about objects. Any problem, any question in objects, whatever we have discussed?
Nope. Clear to me.
We have discussed how to make objects. You can delete the properties also from an object.
Yes.
So I think you can use this delete operator. Similarly to new operator, there is one operator called delete.
Yep.
Like this. So it will delete the property of this new object, student address.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So this was about spread. Oh, this was about objects, and we have learned a very important operator. One more thing, that is a ES6 thing. So for example, and you will use a lot in React.js in functional components and all. So for example, you have this object, student name, student address, and maybe student marks. Like this. Now, if you want the properties of this object, what you will do, new object dot student name, or new object dot student address, or new object dot student marks, right? So in ES6, they came up with a concept called destructuring.
Oh, yes, I know that one. Yeah.
So what we can
using
do, const
destructuring for props.
Right, of props. So because props is also object. So what you can do, you can check the property names. So here I have student name. So I will give student name, comma, student address, comma, student marks. Equals to, and I will assign this new object. Now there are three variables created. One is student name, which value is equal to ABC. Student address, which value is equal to 1/368, and student marks, which is equal to 67.
Perfect.
Now if I console log any of them, you will see the values. So new object is not, oh, sorry. So you can see 1/368 is coming.
Yes. Yes.
In the student address. So this concept is a lot used in this called React.js. In functional component, we will use this kind of syntax a lot.
Especially in use state hook.
Use state hook we will use, and in material UI also there is a lot this is used.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So any questions in objects?
Not now.
So you have to practice it a lot, okay?
Yes, I will do it.
Great, great. So this was about objects. Anything I have missed? Object, no. Object, creating of object, deleting properties, spread operator, properties. No, I think we have covered most of the things that come inside object.
Yeah, if we miss something, we can come back again.
Yeah, sure. So, now let us go to the another topic, and let me make a new file only. That is called arrays. Have you heard about arrays? What are arrays?
Yes, yes. Array, it's so we using square brackets for arrays. Yeah, for example, let's constant a equal inside square brackets. We can say inside string yellow, black, whatever other
See, I will
colors.
give you a very,
Yeah.
I will give you a very simple example. So now suppose you have 5 students. Student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, student 5, and you have different marks for them.
Yep.
One is having a percentage of 97, one is 93, one is 85, one is 73, one is 62. So instead of making 5 variables, con student 1%, con student 2%, con student 3%, con student 4%, con student 5%, we will store all the 5 percentages in a one variable. And that variable will be an array which will contain 5 different values. 97, 85, 73, 62, 61, all the 5 values. So instead of making 5 different variables, make one variable and that will be an array that will contain that 5 different values. Okay. So how to make an array? It's very easy. Const student marks equals to, it starts with this square brackets. So 93, 90, 87, 83, 75, 71, like this.
Yep.
Okay. And array's index always starts with 0. So if I want to get the student marks of first student, so I have to use student marks 0.
Oh, yes.
Okay. 90 will be student marks 1. 87 will be student marks 2. So 0 means first element of the array. First means second element of the array, first index. Second index means third element of the array. It goes like this. Okay. Don't ever confuse with this indexing. Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
Okay. Now there are
adding or changing the arrays.
So first thing is you can loop over an array.
Unshift.
Right. So how will you run a loop?
Loop, let me loop. With off. What is them?
So
for off loop.
For marks of student marks. Like this.
Yep. For off loop.
And if I run this, oh sorry, I missed T.
Okay. Technical.
So you can see 93, it is iterating over this array. This is called iteration. In the first iteration, marks will be 93. In the second iteration, marks will be 90. In the third iteration, marks will be 87. This is called iteration. Okay. Now, can you tell me how can I calculate the sum of these marks? Any logic you have?
Calculate, what you mean? You mean plus?
I want to calculate the sum of all this 93 plus 90 plus 87 plus 83 plus 71 plus 71.
We can use math or sum, something like that.
No, simple logic is what you can do. Let sum.
Oh yes, equal 0 and under 4 sum plus equal. Okay, we can do that one also.
So what it will do, every time it will add sum. So first time it will add 0 plus 93. Then it will add 93 plus 90. Then 90 plus 87. Okay, and this operator is sometimes called this. Plus equals to. This is These questions can also be asked in your interviews.
Yep. I'm ready for that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So plus equals to, it is equal to sum equals to sum plus marks. Okay.
Yes.
So this is how we can iterate over a array. Now, for iteration of over an array, there are some other operators also, that is called student marks dot for each.
Yes.
Have you heard about this loop?
Yes, it's doing same thing like for offload.
Yeah, but it will take a callback function.
Yeah, I forgot that one already. Yep.
So it will take a arrow function. And again, if I do console.log student,
for each taking callback methods.
Right. It is basically used when you have an array of objects. Then it is more useful.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So for each is also one of the way. Okay. Now.
Yep.
Now suppose I have to make a duplicate of this array. Then also I can use something called spread operator, right?
Yep.
Only. So what I can do is duplicate student marks like this. But this time, instead of curly braces, we have used this square brackets. That is the only difference.
Yes.
You can see it is a new array now, because array is also a reference data type. So if I compare or we can do it in code only. So if I compare
two arrays, you mean?
If I compare console.log 1, 2, 3 equals to 1, 2, 3, it will return false. See, both look same, but it will return false because arrays are also reference data types. Their location in the memory is checked.
Oh, wow. It's new for me. Thank you.
Okay. So objects, arrays, both are reference data types. Always, even functions. See, I will tell you, one is called primitive data types. Primitive data types are your numbers, strings, booleans. And one is called reference data types. These are your functions, objects, and functions, objects, and arrays. So reference data types are always take a different position in the memory. That's why you compare them, they will return false.
Yes.
Okay. While primitive data types doesn't take a separate place in the memory. So if you have a let a equals to 1 and another let b equals to 1, you compare them, then it will return true. Okay. So the problem is with reference data type. So when we are comparing arrays, then also this problem came. Okay.
Yes.
Got it? And this concept will be used when we will learn about React hooks. Have you heard about use callback?
Yes.
So this concept will be used there. it will be revised again there. So basically all the JavaScript concepts are used in React.js. So that's why JavaScript is so important. Okay, so this was about arrays. Okay, now there are some important things in JavaScript, because arrays is not a JavaScript concept. It is a all coding concept. It is used in Python also. It is used in C also. It is used in Java also.
Java.
So now there are some operators that is given by JavaScript. So for example, now suppose what you have to do. So let me make a good array of objects. So maybe const student details this is an array of objects. So first object is having name ABC, comma address, oblique 368 NC, comma marks 95. Similarly, let me make
okay.
And the name is changed. I'm
Objects
changing the name.
inside array.
Right. This is the array of objects. Okay.
Yep.
This is an array of objects which is having 3 different objects, 3 different students. One is ABC, one is XYZ, one is QW. Okay. Now, suppose you have to make a new array in which the marks in which you should have inside each object something called percentage also.
Wow. Okay, probably here also we need use 2 times spread operators or
so first thing what I have to do is we will use one operator called map. Okay, so map operator is used with arrays whenever you want to modify an array.
Okay, got it.
Whenever we want to modify values of a array. So in this case, someone asks you that can you multiply all the marks by 2 and make a new array? So yes, we can do using map operator.
Yes, I know that one. It's because it's so simple.
Okay.
But
so now
I don't know about that case. That's why.
So here, what I have to do, I have to make a new array in which in every object I should have percentage property also. Okay. So I will use map operator. So how to use it? Array name, that is student details, dot map. Map operator also takes an arrow function. Okay. And element is in first iteration the first object, in the second iteration the second object, in the third iteration the third object. So map will also iterate over your array, go through each element of your array. So in the first case the EL will be this object. In the second case, the EL will be this object. In the third case, EL will be this object. So it will iterate 3 times. Which operator? Map. Now, what you can do, return, you want to return an object every time. And this object should have EL as well as a new property called percentage.
Yes.
Divide by 100. Only this line of code you have to write. So what it will do, when it will iterate over this array, it will return the object as it is, and it will calculate percentage also, and it will add to every object.
Okay.
Okay. And this map operator always returns a new array. You can name it anything, new student array maybe.
Perfect.
And if you print it, you can see that in the new array percentage is added. 0.95%, 0.8%, whatever it is coming after dividing by 100. Okay, so this is how you can modify arrays. This is very, very important concept. This will be a normal use case for you. Whenever you will be working on some big array of objects and all, then this syntax you have to use a lot. You have to change the properties of an object within the array. So you can use this map operator. This map operator takes an arrow function or a callback function. Inside that callback function, you can return the modified object.
Wow, perfect. Nice.
Got it right? Am I too fast?
Yes. No, you're okay. You're good. Perfect.
Yeah, because sometimes I can be too fast, so you can stop me.
No problem. It's clear to me.
Okay. So coming back to the above one. So if you want to multiply all the marks by 2, so what you can do? Const
map. Again map.
Again map new marks. And okay, that I will give you as a homework. Equals to
okay. Dot
map
and function. Yep. Arrow function and multi-type 2.
This is the syntax.
Yeah.
Okay.
And console log new marks. Yep.
So it will multiply all the marks by 2.
Yep.
Got it right?
Perfect. Yes. This one is simple, but other one it's so new for me.
No, because this is an array of object. This is an array of object.
Yeah,
so that's why this is an array of object.
Complicated thing.
Yeah, but it's also easy because now you have a knowledge of spread operator.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So now suppose you want to find something in the array. You want to check that if this array contains 75 or not. Then what you can do? If student marks
this find method.
No, there is something called index of. That
index
I generally use.
Yeah.
75 is greater than -1. So basically, if this array doesn't contain 75, then it will return -1.
Return
If
minus
it contains, if it contains 75, then it will return the index, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. Got it.
Okay. So that's why we can use this index of, or there is, I think, many methods. Actually, there is something called contains also.
Yeah, I know other ones. We can
Like this. But I generally use index of. I find it easy. So I have a good hands-on on that index of. So I use it. Okay.
There is also one new operator. It's called new. And we can use new set, like something
no,
like
no,
that.
That is for duplicate. That is for duplicate.
Yes.
That is for removing the duplicates from array. Then
Removing.
you can use.
Yep. Removing duplicate.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that is your homework. Actually, you have to write a code which will find the duplicates in an array, and you don't have to use that new set syntax. Okay, you have to use some another syntax. Okay.
Yes.
So now let's see your homework. I will make you the host. You can share your screen.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
I have made you the host. Now you can share. No, I cannot see your screen.
Okay, just what about now?
Now I can see.
All right, here it's just exercise. Okay, you told me create a function, palindrome function.
Actually, I wanted to create you an arrow function. You have created a normal function.
Okay, I can fix that one.
No issue, you can fix later. Tell me the logic.
Okay, I first I use split method, after that reverse and joint, and I use a simple what is the operation name? It's comparison. I forgot the name. Anyway, what does mean double equal? Anyway, and it's for string and not for number. And for number, I did this one. Of course, I used Stack Overflow also, but I know now logic. What is the logic?
No issue.
If you want, we can check also. I already checked. It's working perfect. And other one is comparing two object. Yeah, I use this one. I think it's the shortest one. That's why I use this one.
Object.entries a.sort. And what is object.entries returning?
It's proper property. What is I forgot already.
Can you check what this object.entries is returning?
Right there. See, I didn't. Can you see my screen? Probably not.
Yes. It is stuck, I think.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me share other means. New sharing. Okay, Google Chrome. Perfect. Now, can you see?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't type. I last time I checked already. It's there is I use this one for it's kind of loop, but we using for off loop, and it's something different way to get output, that kind of output. And I use here same thing. No, not here, different side. Yeah, we can reach kind of key value and anyway parameters, isn't it?
I think it is returning the key value like a and something.
Bless you. Yeah, key and value.
Right.
And what is else? This one also comparing. Yep. You told me already this one. And this spread operators for cloning. Do you have any question about that?
Yeah, fine.
But I am pretty sure after a couple weeks, maybe I'm gonna forget something, not all of them. Yeah, we're gonna repeat and we can fix that issue.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's connect tomorrow.
All right.
Then we'll discuss more about arrays. We will complete arrays, and then we will move to a very important topic called closures.
Closers.
Yeah, every interviewer will ask you closures.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
What is it? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
closers, maybe set getter setter, something like that, or
no, it is different. So I will tell you, no issue.
okay. See you
Okay.
tomorrow. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you.
yes.
Don't forget to upload in YouTube, please.
I will upload.
Yeah. All set? You get it?
Yeah, just checking. Yeah, 11.97. Got it. Okay, then let's connect tomorrow.
See you. Bye-bye.